Well, finding ways to get out and get active can be made more difficult for people with disabilities. As Denver 7's Blake Rosnowski shows us, one Colorado man is hoping to change that, one custom e-bike at a time.
On an afternoon at Crossroads Community Center in North Glen, it may look quiet from the front. But around back, a Colorado man is working to change the way we travel.
Last year alone, 2.6 billion gallons of gasoline were wasted, just people sitting at a stoplight waiting for the light to turn green within 5 miles of their home.
Gary Lowe is the owner of the Smart Cities Group, a Boulder-based transportation tech company. He loves to build with electric motors as a hobby. So when his buddy made him a bet that he couldn't build an electric bike for under $1,000 that would beat out an $8,000 1,000-watt custom e-bike, Gary couldn't refuse.
I did it for just under $400. And so when the day came and I destroyed him in front of his family and kids and friends and everything like that, he made me promise that I had to share this.
When Gary did share it, he realized there was a big need, especially for people with special needs.
I haven't ridden a bike for over 40 years.
June Mitchell has a rare lung illness and mobility issues, so when she connected with Gary over social media, she had no idea what would be possible.
He listened to my story and figured out what I needed, and he actually built the bike. It was pure joy, pure joy. I used to ride my bike constantly as a kid, so I didn't realize how much I had missed that. It was just really fun to be able to be on a bike and going down the street and having that freedom.
It was a similar story for Larry Hereford, whose new e-trike allows him to get around more with his friend and his dog.
I've ridden probably 20 miles in a given day.
And spend less time in his old 2004 Buick Park Avenue.
It only has 125,000 miles on it, and I want it to last as long as I can drive, and this will allow me to let it last that long.
Since Gary first started, he's built more than 60 bikes. He's even created an electric drift trike that's made it to the second round of interviews for Shark Tank. The drift trike was originally made for a boy with cerebral palsy who couldn't sit on a traditional trike. But it turns out it's pretty fun for adults, too. All in all, his goal is simply to keep getting people out of their cars and into more affordable, sustainable forms of transportation.
To see the young man or the woman pick up a bike that now will actually help lessen the carbon emissions in our environment, that's really cool.
His magic that he's able to do and his heart and his passion have really helped so many, and I'm just so thankful because I've had this opportunity to be a little bit normal again.
Now, Gary also has created an electric bike kit for people to take an old bike they already have and turn it into an electric bike. To learn more about that or to get more information about helping Gary's cause, just head on over to thedenverchannel.com.